right. Hello, everyone. I am Johnny, and I'm here to talk about the adaptive movement lessons that will be beginning this fall here at the Alyssa Burnett Center. So, just a little bit about what we'll be going over. One, just a little bit of get to know me. We're going to talk about what are adaptive movement lessons, how they're different between other ABC movement and also fitness classes. We're going to talk about what goals that can be accomplished here and through our adaptive movement lessons. We're going to talk about the cost and how enrollment works, and talk about why movement lessons at the ABC are beneficial and why they should be taken here. And then we're just going to talk about overall benefits of the movement lessons. So just a little bit about myself. I'm part of the instructional staff here at the Alyssa Burnett Center, and I am a registered dance movement therapist. So I'll be using a lot of my training that I've received by being a dance movement therapist to lead these movement lessons here at the Alyssa Burnett Center. So what are adaptive movement lessons? So they are individualized skill-based classes designed to help students increase their motor skills, increase their movement vocabulary, and increase emotional regulation through movement and dance. So these classes will be catered to the student's specific goal, whether that be in terms of emotional regulation, whether that be their motor skills, that be increasing their range of movement or their movement vocabulary. And these will also be done in small groups or also on an individual instruction, just depending on the number of people that register. This class is designed for a wide range of abilities, so movement and all the instruction will be adapted to the needs of the participants and those who are in the class. Once again, this class will be led by a registered dance movement therapist, and they'll be done weekly with 60-minute lessons. So how are adaptive movement classes different from other movement classes here at the ABC? So one thing is their primary goals. So the primary goal of this class of our adaptive movement lessons is to accomplish individualized movement-based goals. So this class will be very goal-oriented to help students accomplish the goals that they want to through movement. Whereas other movement classes, the primary goal is mainly recreational fitness and to have fun. So it is a recreational based class versus a goal oriented class. Our adaptive movement lessons are done in small groups, so only up to 4 students. So students really will get that individualized attention that they may not get as much if you were to take a general movement or fitness class, which can be anywhere from 8 to 15 people within the class. Another thing is that the adaptive movement lessons are going to be led by me, a registered dance movement therapist, so someone who's received schooling and training to lead these types of classes and also to guide individuals in their process of accomplishing their goals. Whereas our other movement classes are led by general instructors who may have not received as much training in fitness and recreation, but specifically have not received the training as a registered dance movement therapist. Also, our adaptive lessons are private pay only, whereas our other movement classes can be paid through private pay or through DDA. So what are some of the goals of adaptive movement classes? One of the goals is to work on our fine motor skills and overall to increase that body awareness. So by working on movement and moving the body a little bit more on an individual basis, participants will get to be better in tune with the body through specific movement exercises in games as well. And they'll understand how individual body parts work and connect with each other and the environment. So this can be done by working and really focusing on maybe just wiggling the fingers and then moving that to the hands and seeing how they work together to accomplish different tasks and do different things. And because a lot of this stuff is going to be done through games or through movement or through dance, our students are going to be working on these fine motor skills without even realizing it. So some examples that can be will be like holding and moving scarves, catching them, throwing them, moving them through the air. Um, Once again, small movement focused on the fingers as an example and how they can move in different directions, how the fingers can move through the space. And then also acting out simple tasks, maybe like brushing the teeth or playing a piano without the actual object being there, and really just focusing on those fine motor skills in a fun, adaptive way. Another goal is emotional regulation, and so it's to help people understand their emotions through movement. So a big goal is to help participants learn to recognize emotions in the body and how they appear in the body, what those feel like, where it is, and then they'll also learn how to express emotions without using words. Sometimes there's things that even we feel and everyone feels that we just don't know how to put words to it. And so learning to express them maybe through movement or through action or through pointing or through different colors or shapes or textures, by vocalizing those things can help them recognize those emotions and eventually be able to put more words to it. So also we're going to learn to let go of emotions and cope by understanding what your body does in these moments. So whether that be your body tensing up or whether your body beginning to shake, learning to recognize those feelings and then understanding, okay, I'm feeling this. What are things that I can do? Maybe I can take a deep breath. Maybe I can go on a walk. Maybe I can do some squeezes or move or dance. Or maybe I just need to lay down and rest. Um, and a lot of this can be done also by drawing out body maps. So having a figure of the body and being able to color in what you're feeling instead of actually verbalizing it and seeing that on a paper can help students then target specific body parts and then learn how to change those emotions to movement. So the cost of an enrollment for these classes, once again, the adaptive movement lessons are private pay only, and they're based on structures similar to life skills, which are reviewed with industry standards. So that's how the costs and the cost of these classes will be. It's just going to be similar to life skills. Each session prices will adjust, and so to see the most recent, go ahead and look at the most recent catalog for current pricing. And then enrollment is just done through iClass as you would with regular ABC classes. So why? Why are these classes important, or why should you take these classes here at the ABC? So one is the competitive rate. So other private or small group dance classes within the Seattle area can cost anywhere $70 to $140 an hour. And if you were to do a dance movement therapy session, even similar rates as well. Um, Whereas here at the ABC, you will not be paying as much. And also, other facilities don't offer or may offer adaptive movement lessons, but oftentimes they're not led by a dance and movement therapist for adults with disabilities. Dance movement therapists are small and in between. And so to have someone who really has studied this out is a beneficial thing, and we have that here at the Alyssa Burnett Center. Also, once again, they're going to be working with a highly skilled and trained dance and movement therapist, so someone who has gone through the schooling and has gained the skills and experience with adaptive movement experiences for people of all abilities. So, really, someone who has had time to study it out and learn the process to give the students the best and the most beneficial experience possible. Also, because this is led here at the ABC, students are already familiar with ABC staff. Um, so they don't have to go meet someone new or learn a new place. They're already familiar with the space here and the staff that will be leading it. And also, a lot of the adaptations are going to be individualized to the participants. So this can include using a chair, customizing the movement geared towards the individual. So maybe making the movement smaller or slowing it down so the students can really understand what is going on. And then if needed, we can take more rest and breaks than what would be done in a regular dance class, since we are going by the students and what they need and going at their pace. So some of the benefits of adaptive movement lessons here at the Alyssa Burnett Center. One is learning new skills. So by really focusing on the different body parts and how to use them, there will be an increased movement range. They'll learn new moves, different ways to use the body, and then while doing that, also they're going to build up the muscular strength by really fine-tuning those muscles. There's going to be increased coordination by really focusing on different body parts and how to use them in the space, which can also lead to an increased balance as well. Another benefit is just emotional understanding. By understanding, how emotions show up in the body, there'll be an increased emotional self-awareness, and then also which can lead to emotional regulation um, and improved emotional expression. So, and then the last benefit is just increased confidence. Dance and movement and can lead to increased self-esteem and how to use the body and also how the body is viewed as well. since they're using the body and learning how it can be used in different ways. And then also, since we'll be accomplishing goals, there's an increased confidence by accomplishing goals and gaining momentum. And so, if you have any questions or if you're interested but unsure, we're here to help. So, I'm here to help answer any questions that you may have about movement lessons. Feel free to call the number, just the general Alyssa Burnett number, lesson number to set up a mini consult and determine if this is the right fit for you. And then also, this is my email if you have any questions about the movement lessons as well. Or if you see me in the hallways, feel free to stop me. I'm happy to talk about it. And thank you. And hopefully, I'll see some of you in the adaptive movement classes.